welcome to the Right Balance podcast. I'm Diane Wright, your host. Here is where I'd like to share stories and interviews with leading practitioners and coaches, all under the health and wellness umbrella. We'll be including holistic therapies, inspirational people, and a vast array of experts to help you get on the right path. Join me every week for advice and information that will offer help and support, because we all need the right balance in life. Good morning, everybody. I've got a very special lady who I met over 4 years ago now, Edith. Edith is actually based in Switzerland, but she's here today because she's got a vast knowledge on 4 different subjects, but one in particular, which is Korean hand therapy. Edith has extensive knowledge in both acupuncture, Korean hand therapy, Tuina, which we'll get into and explain all about, because that's a new one to me as well, Edith, and foot reflexology. Welcome, Edith. Lovely to have you on the Right Balance podcast.
Good morning, Diana. It's very nice to see you after 4 years.
I know. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. And I just want to say as well, I know we've gone through major changes with the last year or so with the pandemic, and how things have changed for us and how Zoom has become the way forward for a lot of us, which is how we're meeting today, which is great. So I'm going to jump straight in, Edith, and I would like you to explain to my listeners all about how your journey began in the holistic field.
Okay, I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 1996, and my doctor at that time said to me, I think it's time to change your job. I was working in travel before, did a lot of groups, upmarket groups, so was always on the go, checking out hotels and things. And I knew that I sort of came to a close of that. What I did is I already was interested in holistic medicine. I started sort of 1990, here and there, a weekend course. I did Reiki. I became a Reiki master. I did Feng Shui. I enjoyed that, but it wasn't my kind of path. And then one day I was talking to a friend. I had acupuncture at the time because of the breast cancer. Somebody recommended to me. And I said, could I study acupuncture? And my friend said, if you put your head to it, you can do anything you want. And from there I went. I wrote to the College of Integrated Medicine in Reading, which was recommended to me as the best acupuncture study place. And I had an interview, and the dean asked me, did I apply to any other colleges? And I said, no, if I don't get in here, I will not study. And there I go. I got a place, and I enjoyed it very much.
I'm just going to ask in there as well, with reference to the breast cancer, did you find the acupuncture helped a great deal with your recovery or during?
I think so, definitely on the mental side, because at that time I had 5-element acupuncture, which didn't mean anything to me as, what is the difference between body acupuncture, 5-element acupuncture. But I think, yes, it helped me a lot.
That's brilliant. That's fantastic. And then sort of moving through the 4 therapies that you do, but primarily, can we talk first on the Korean hand therapy? And this can be completely brand new to a lot of people. So going right from the basics with it.
Okay. I found that actually by accident. I was living in Istanbul at the time and went to visit a friend near Oxford. And because I can never go somewhere for a week or so without doing anything for my job, I sort of looked around and I saw this weekend advertised. So I said to my friend, that's very close to where you live. Do you mind if I take this course at the weekend? And that's how I met John Bike. And it was love at first sight. I mean, not in the sense of
He's a lovely man. He's a
He's a lovely man. And we have a great relationship. I know the whole family. I love the whole family. I love the girls. That's how we started. I never look back.
That's fab.
And I remember when I went back to the airport, I didn't know anything. And then I started to look at my notes again. And I had this kind of wow effect, first time in my life, because there I can go, I can treat my little aches and pains, shoulder, always carrying stuff around all over my hand with just pressure.
So for people who don't know anything about this
it's great.
All on the hands.
It's great. Every day, little aches and pains, you can just press in the right places. Massage it over the hands and it goes away.
So from my background, obviously the reflexology, the map of the hand is very similar. Is that the same case in Korean?
It's not.
No.
It's not.
Okay.
No, it's not. And the wonderful thing is we can do the whole body acupuncture over the hands.
Right.
We have all the meridians, we have everything. But the first part of Korean hand therapy, which, I call it Korean hand therapy, is your extremities and the front of your body is on the inside of your hand.
Okay.
The back of your body is on the back of your hand. The little finger represents or is the mirror of your leg. The ring finger is the mirror of your arm. And the middle finger is the mirror of your head and the upper trunk. So it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
That's fantastic. And everybody's got the majority of a lot of people have hands to work.
The hands are always with you and you can press wherever you are. Nobody will say anything. You can't take the feet out and start massaging the feet. They're not always salon.
That's right. Absolutely. And we're going to come back to Korean a little bit later on because there's going to be some techniques that you can maybe show somebody at home on the video.
Certainly.
Sorry for audio, but it's on the video on YouTube. You can see on that. I wonder if you can tell me a little bit about the acupuncture and how that could maybe help somebody as well.
Acupuncture is a great thing. I mean, for different reasons, I just now have somebody in Turkey who wants to get pregnant. And so for fertility reasons, for headaches, for musculoskeletal things. It's wonderful. I mean, I love doing it. It's still my first love.
Yeah.
But for myself, Korean is just...
that's right. Exactly.
This thing, yes,
It is.
But I love body acupuncture. It has been my first love all the time.
Yeah. It's a fascinating insight. And for people who have never had it, and they often sort of shy away from the needles, it's not as in needles that we think about. Very pain-free.
Very pain-free. Yeah. Especially in Europe, we have very fine needles.
That's right.
I've worked in Sri Lanka in the acupuncture clinic, and I can tell you, I felt so sorry for the patients there.
That seem to be very brutal the further east we go.
Yes, but I think the people in the East, they're okay about it.
Yes.
They're okay. I mean, I remember when I was in Seoul, in Korea once, I had reflexology and I was hanging on to my dear bed, biting my teeth. And the guy didn't realize that I was in absolute pain. I mean, I couldn't relax.
Yeah.
But I felt good when I got out. But I mean, my God, it was torture.
No pain, no gain, I think, is the same.
That's what they think, yes. But we can do it differently.
I think so. And I don't know about you, Edith. I don't believe in causing any discomfort in the body because the body's such a machine anyway. Exactly. It fights for us anyway every day. So, it's just a different way of looking at it. And that's fine.
Yeah.
The other one, which is brand new to me and possibly to a lot of listeners as well, is the Tuina massage. Now, this is brand new to me. So I wonder if you can just explain to the listeners a little bit about this.
It's actually also kind of based on acupuncture. It's a lot of working with knuckles and elbows, but not painful. And it's very relaxing. I can say that I had it once in Sri Lanka when I was working there. I wanted a massage, and somebody said there's this Chinese lady who does Tuina. And I thought, oh, brilliant, because I can go and find out what she does, what she does different. And I tell you, within 5 minutes, she put me asleep. I mean, she was working hard on me, but I was out. I couldn't follow her.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
Yeah. And I find that I find that with most patients, yes, there are. And it's very helpful, especially for musculoskeletal problems.
Right. Oh, that's handy to know. Know. And just carrying on from that point, the feeling that you had afterwards, you mentioned about after the foot reflexology in Seoul, you felt fabulous the next day. Was that the same as the Tuina as well?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
The next day.
Yes.
So it's all kind of a rebalancing system.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
Exactly.
No, that's fab. And the foot reflexology as well is another one that you do as well. Further down the list.
Started in 2006 when I was living in Istanbul. This lady, Hacker Basis, from London, she has got a school of reflexology. She came to Turkey and she taught the school. And somebody who knew me said, would I be interested in learning? And I thought, yeah, okay, because I had quite a few patients who were a bit needle shy.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, reflexology is just another tool in my bag.
That's right.
And actually, at the moment, I'm doing a course with an Israeli guy, Maurizio Cruce, who is also doing it on Zoom. Of all places.
I know.
And he's got a course which I'm doing for fibromyalgia, lupus, all these autoimmune diseases.
Wow.
To treat over the foot, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting because that's my biggest stuff.
Very interesting, yes.
Yeah.
I'll send you the details.
That would be fabulous because there's more and more people getting, I don't like to use this word, but putting into a box with autoimmune diseases.
Yeah.
And it's the body's whole new defense system. There's a new paragraph coming out about that as well. So going back to the Korean hand therapy, I'm just going to pick something out of the sky here. Let's go for neck problems. How could they help themselves with a little bit of Korean hand therapy?
Okay. Well, the neck is on the middle finger between the first joint and the second joint. Can you see that?
That's better. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So where is your neck problem? Is it on the right or on the left? So it's on the left, you start on the left hand. If it's on the right, you start on the right hand.
So is this the hand? Sorry, Edith. Is this the hand looking at you?
This is my left hand.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So this would be this finger. Yeah.
If you don't have any gadgets and you don't need any, you're actually using your fingernail, and you travel up the neck.
Just pull it up a little bit more. That's better, Edith.
Yeah. You travel up the neck,
right.
And you find one or 2 points which are not pressure points, but reactive points. And then you stay on that point for about 30 seconds and you keep going back to it. And you find if it's an acute problem, it goes within very, very few pressures.
Wow.
Yeah. Because why I know this, when I used to live in Istanbul, I was always in a taxi before Korean hand therapy.
Uh-huh.
And I always had shoulder, because we carry all the stuff around.
Yeah.
Shoulder. So I was always going like this. And the taxi driver used to say, oh, what are you doing? And in the beginning, I used to say, oh, I do acupuncture. I do massage. Only once or twice. And then I found out, the whole family wants to be treated.
Yes.
And everybody has a migraine. But after that, after I learned Korean hand therapy, I could do it very discreetly. And I can still do it very discreetly.
Yeah.
And my hands are everywhere. You're on the bus, on the train, in front of the TV. You can use all these little things and help yourself.
Yeah. No,
and it does work. It's fantastic.
That's fab.
I mean, I give now a lot of courses in Switzerland to acupuncturists, reflexologists, and they're always amazed when when they show them. I even show them how you can lift your face.
Really?
Yes.
I'm listening with all ears.
Listen, the last digit on the middle finger.
Right.
Oh, you use both fingers then. You use one first and you just massage up.
I've just lifted up a little bit. Lift it. That's it. So I can see. Yeah.
Massage upwards.
Brilliant.
Look at me, Diana.
Honestly, you look, as first thing I said to you look fabulous.
That's what I do.
Okay, everybody, get your fingers ready because this is going to be the new thing coming out. Oh, no, it's fabulous.
It doesn't just work on women, it works on men too.
Oh, that's even better. That's even better. Oh, no, that's fantastic. And would there be, or have you seen a particular, I'm going to say a handful, excuse the pun, a handful of ailments that people have been able to help themselves with?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Especially when I do the courses, when I go, I go through each stage and I always say, has anybody got a knee problem or has anybody got this problem? And we are treating them very early on in the day because we start at 10 o'clock, finish at 5. And usually by 5, they say, oh my God, I can't believe this. They have a wow effect as well. And that's what you want in a course because then the other people say, oh, yeah, it's working,
That's it. And have you found over your duration, your nearly 2 decades of working holistically, that people are now going towards the self-help option and the holistic as a big umbrella?
Very much so, yes. Yeah. I mean, Diana, I lived in Istanbul 2000 to 2012. I still work once a month in Istanbul and I have clients coming back, which I haven't seen sometimes for 10 years and they come back. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it is great.
And it only works because I have Korean hand therapy. So in between the body acupuncture or the reflexology, I show them where they can work on the hand with their problems.
Yeah.
We also have we are very much ahead now. We have press needles. Can you see?
Yes, that's right.
And I'll give them to the patients and I show them where to put them. And so you don't even need to press, 30 seconds here, 30 seconds there. You put them on at night, take them off in the morning.
Okay, brilliant.
You can leave them there during the day, but because you wash hands, especially now, you have to wash hands all the time. Listen to the radio every 5 minutes. They tell you how you wash your hands.
I know. Don't get me started.
So I tell my patients, put them on at night, take them off in the morning.
Brilliant. No, that's great. Yeah. So when we started this, I was talking about Zoom because that's predominantly where you do all your talks. You're very much on the educational side of it, but also if people want to get in touch with you personally, it's all done through Zoom. And because you live in Switzerland and you still do the clinics in Istanbul as well, which is marvelous when you can, obviously, when you can. So I'll have all your show notes right at the end of the show, which will give people instructions on how to get in touch with you and how to do them. So it's quite normal to do a consultation on Zoom with clients, new or old. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And what would it entail, Edith? Would it be like a consultation and then you would show them what to do on the hands?
I'll do a consultation and I usually then look at it because it's a little bit more detailed than when you have somebody in front of you because you can do the actual consultation. So I usually say, I'll take all your details, I work it out. Can we do a follow-up Zoom meeting of 10, 20 minutes? And that works fine. And I also send them a handout. I'll show you, I've just done, which I have to do tonight. So I'll send them. You see, I do this kind of thing. I go, go through with them.
Perfect.
And I show them the points and I show them what they need. So.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So just for the audio, Edith's just shown us a picture of the hands with all the different points that you can...
Which is for this particular lady.
That's right. For it's very individual again, which is super important. Absolutely. No, that's fantastic. I've thoroughly enjoyed talking to you, and I could talk to you for hours, Edith. You've got such a wealth of information, and I think it's really important that there's another brand new to certain people of band of alternative therapies that might just tweak somebody, or it might just correct somebody that maybe has tried something else and it hasn't worked for whatever reason. You have to find the therapy that's right for you, and that's really important as well.
Super.
Is that okay?
That's perfect.
It was so nice to see you. As I say, I've got all the show notes at the end where people can get in touch with you and answer any questions that they may have as well. Thank you so much, Edith. I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope we can catch up sooner than 4 years.
Thank you, Diana. It was lovely to see you after 4 years, and you're looking good as well.
You too.
Can I say that? You're looking healthy.
Much love. Thank you so much.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to the Right Balance podcast. Hope you enjoyed the content. Please tell your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to the show. It will also be uploaded to the social media channels like Facebook and YouTube, including all the show notes. I hope you'll join me next week. Stay safe.